Hey, what's up, Figgy fam? This week's video is probably going to be really short. I have the flu in the middle of May, which is crazy. So, yeah, I have been resting the last few days, just trying to rest and get better. So yeah, see you guys on the other side. Okay, Figgy fam, we are back. It's Tuesday. My fever is finally going down. Last night when I took my fever, I had 100.5 fever. That was crazy. But like, and we'll get a little into the details. I've been throwing up like the past 36 hours, dang near. Just like constantly, and wasn't eating, and it was getting to a point where even like I couldn't keep down my electrolytes. So my body chills and the nausea are finally kind of going away. So like I feel like I can move around now instead of just having to lay, because you know sometimes when like the body aches and the chills and everything kind of like just wear you out. Like my body felt heavy, you know. So we have this really kind of messed up situation because Hugo got a new medical, it's not a diagnosis yet, but like a medical warning. God, look at how raw and red my nose is from blowing my nose. But just some medical advice that we need to really watch his blood sugar. And so, which means that he has to make sure that he eats 3 meals. And Mama's, she finally came out from under the bed today, and she's finally out hanging out, and now she's like, I gotta get all the attention. So I'm not gonna go to rehearsal because I just still kind of have a fever. It's not as high as it was yesterday. Oh, and then there's Canelo up on the bookshelf. It definitely still is a fever, and I still have symptoms, and it has not been like a good amount of time to not be contagious yet. So Hugo had to take his work car to work today, so he's left without a car and has to go to rehearsal by himself. So it's actually gonna look like he's gonna have to come Uber home and then take my car, which is fine, but that means that because he has to eat, I have to cook some dinner, which I've been able to eat finally today, so I'm hoping that I can eat something too, like an actual meal, if it's not just gonna make me sick. I've been so scared. Okay, let's see what I can make. Okay, so I think we've seen me make this recipe before, the Chardonnay chicken. It's a go-to in our house. It's one of the best ones that I've found. I haven't really, and what's funny is that I haven't even tried anything else in this book, but like these 1 hero dinners, 1 pan meals, really gotta start trying this, and I need to look into this, especially now that we are gonna have to meal prep a little bit more, for Hugo and our busy lifestyles while we finish up an open company, because that's one of the things that's been probably really hard, is that 1, we have to have this big like lifestyle adjustment while our lives are very busy, for him, and meal prepping and making sure that he's eating meals, and regular meals, and eating low carb meals while we get his blood sugar under control. So yeah, I normally do the Chardonnay chicken with rice underneath, and I think I'm just gonna make this as it is. So I've got the oven on, preheating at 350. I am gonna use some of rotisserie chicken just to make this a little bit faster, but I also still have like a drumstick that I can use, so I'm gonna do that real fast and heat up the drumstick. So I use a cast iron when I do this, just because cast irons are the only pots or pans that we have that can go in our oven, which I'm glad that I invested in one when I did, I will admit. So we're gonna cook this, because what you do is that you cook the chicken first, and then you use that same pan Sorry guys, it's never made that noise before. And I sprayed it with avocado oil, which I don't normally do. And so I'm like, please don't cause an oil fire, because maybe I shouldn't have used that. I think the spray may have been a little bit too thin, and it's like causing it to drip into the fire, and I'm afraid. It's a little warm, but hopefully that's better. Ooh, I'm glad I'm using this when I'm using this. This was at its 3-month mark. It was sitting in our freezer for 3 months. Because I date most things. If I don't use a whole package of meat, I usually date it when I put it in there. It's just so we're not dating on to stuff for too long. I think like I finally got rid of like this lamb roast that we got from the food pantry years ago. That like was just sitting in our freezer. Because I think it was like a Easter meal or something that they gave to us. And I was like, I'm never going to cook a lamb roast. Like, just put a little bit of my, everything blend, which is usually just salt, pepper, garlic oil, and onion, or garlic powder and onion powder on that. I'm gonna let that cook for a little bit. Next thing I'm gonna need to prep is some bacon. It says 6 slices. We're not gonna do that much. So while that's cooking, I'm just slicing up a couple pieces of bacon. I think I have every actual ingredient for this today, which will be good. Except for the fact that I don't use the pearl onions that they call for, because, like, I don't use pearl onions that often, so me getting them for one recipe is, like, insanity to me, but whatever, you do you. I really gotta look into low-carb, high-protein recipes. Now, if you guys remember, like, coming out of, I think our first couple of, like, weekly vlog videos, like, I was doing a lot of, like, low-carb stuff. So I've done it before, and I found a couple. It just means that we have to revert to some of those, and then, possibly, like, introduce some new ones. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm doing it along with him, just to make everything a little bit easier. Because I'm also sure that me being the kind of person that I am, I'm probably also high blood sugared a little bit. We try and eat really healthy, but like, all of our dinners made with rice or potatoes. Yeah. So, which, like, normally isn't a bad thing if you're eating a little bit cleaner during the day. So, take that out. Slide my bacon in. While that's doing that, I'm gonna bust out. I feel like, you guys know that woman on TikTok that, she's like, cook with mother. And she, like, just throws everything into a pan, no butter, no oil. That's how I feel right now with my knife, because she, like, cooks with her knife. Okay. We're going to start off with our onion. Oops, I got some. That's fine. Bye-bye, onion. I think it's, like, especially bad, that whole, like, cook with mother thing, because I started keeping my own little garden of, like, leftover stuff that I don't use or eat. Do love me a good root veggie, because these carrots have lasted me a long time. Oops. I'm not good at cutting carrots. Are you guys good at cutting carrots? Like, my carrots bounce all over the place. I'm hoping I can stick these in my garden when I'm done, because now I don't have to move. Ah! I don't like just putting a thing on them. I feel like they get slimy fast. But that original lid didn't stick back. It just pulled off. Like, weird. It was like, great. Does nothing for me. What did I do with my knife? Okay. And these are just baby Bella's. know I love me a good baby Bella. Oops. Forgot to move my bacon around. The only thing about dealing with a cast iron is all of it gets hot. So I'll throw the first couple ones in there because they're honestly my aromatics. Just the mushroom, carrot, and onion. I mean, all of these are aromatics, but I'll throw those guys in first. So that way I have some room to do my celery and my garlic. And not to peel it poop while I do this. Whew. Oh, I'm gonna need that knife still. Where are you? Okay. So it's cooking. We're gonna pour in some wine. Okay. First thing is I have some Chardonnay sitting in the back of my fridge that I can't drink right now. Oh, I forgot to season. As long as it happens at some point. My philosophy. And that's my new philosophy. Name that song, name that musical. Found my sifter. Don't know where my whisk went. So I think I'm just gonna use a fork. So this is some flour and some chicken broth. You mix it together, you make a little bit of a roux for this. So I'm gonna start with the drumsticks and the wings. Just because I do want to save some of like the chicken breast to shred it and use on salads and stuff for meal prep. Okay, there is the chicken thigh. That's what I was looking for. Looking for some chicken thigh. Boop, boop, boop. You know, like all the juice that comes with those rotisserie chickens? Yeah. Gross. Gonna put the carcass back in. Sticking this in the oven. I think I can afford a little less on the time because I have some like pre-cooked chicken in there. So I'm probably gonna do about, it says 33, so I'm probably gonna do about, I'm gonna set a timer for 25 first. I got flour on my oven mitts. 25 first, check on it, see how my one piece of like not fully cooked chicken is doing. If it's already cooked, then we'll take it out. Or if it's not fully cooked, then we'll leave it in a little bit longer. But okay, so I think I've decided I'm gonna let myself rest the rest of the night. We'll see if I can eat anything now that I don't feel nauseous and I don't have body aches and chills, and I can kind of like move around a little bit more than I was able to. But I'm probably still gonna rest and just try and heal as much as possible, so that way hopefully I can start working again tomorrow, which will be fantastic. So, and then look at the mamas by my little, by my roll of toilet paper to blow my nose. Hi, mamacitas. Say hi. Say hi to the vlog. That's Natasha. Or as we say, Natasha, because she's named after Natasha Romanoff. Right, honey? Yes, my little babushka is what she is. She also changed positions. Hi, mamas. Hi, honey bear. She's my little honey bear. She looks like a little honey badger. A little bit. Hi, mamas. Hi, hi, hi. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, oh. She wants to play. She wants to play. You want to play, mamas? You want to play? You want to play? Bite me. Bite me. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. So, since I'm sick, at least I won't have to go to the gym. And tomorrow I only have one student before company. Excuse the Vaseline on my nose because it's all raw from blowing it. So I can try and catch up on the things I didn't do the past 2 days. And yeah, what's gonna be hard is having to probably meal prep for me and Hugo, honestly. That's going to be the challenging thing that I'm going to have to figure out. Luckily, I only have 3 days to worry about for this week, and then Saturday, hopefully we're back on, like, track to, like, on the weekends do our meal prep. So, yeah. Okay. Whew. Rest. Good morning, Figgy fam. It's my first day of, like, being somewhat better. I'm still really congested, but I'm not nauseous, and I don't have a fever anymore. So, kind of sucks though. Like, I'm trying not to be mad at myself because it's understandable since I'm getting over this, that I slept in until like 11 today. And so I'm really running behind in all the things I wanted to catch up on. I'm not going to be able to catch up on, which is annoying, but gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. So I have some laundry going because I need to catch up on laundry. I have no clothes. I haven't done anything. I need to prep dinner so that way we have something to eat at rehearsal. I need to go over my lines. I also need to set up my invoices. We'll see how much of this I can get done today. I have a student at 3:45 that is in that other part of town. We all know and love. So, Canelo. So, I'm going to try and make this fast. So, I'm going to use my Kevin's, the Greek style lemon chicken. I'm going to do some quinoa. The nice thing is that whatever I don't use today, I can probably just freeze. So, cup of quinoa. We'll do a cup of water and a cup of chicken broth. Just so that way get some extra taste in there. Thinking I'm gonna do with this chicken, like sidewise, is some broccoli. I know that we have some cherry tomatoes too. I'm like kind of feeling like the cherry tomato would be good. You know what? I think I'm gonna do like roasted Brussels sprouts and cherry tomatoes. Like trying to eat too, and I cannot. I know that this is only going to be this week, and this is the part that sucks. It's like, I love how the week that we needed to start meal prepping, I couldn't even do that because I've been sick. And it's like Hugo's at work, and so he can't do it this week. And I don't have his help this week. And then next, like, hopefully on Saturday, we actually have some time to, like, get some things done and meal prep, and hopefully I'll have him. I don't think he can have balsamic glaze. I just feel like, okay. Oven's on 400. I am gonna cut my Brussels sprouts and my cherry tomatoes in half and roast them. Is kind of what I'm feeling here. So just bear with me, guys, as I'm like losing my mind and trying really hard not to get stressed out. But this is really stressful. Like, what a horrible time to get sick. What a horrible time for him to have such a big lifestyle change. You know, and it's his life. It happens, but of course I happen to get sick the week that we need to start making these changes. Okay, everything's cooking now. I'm not gonna put on a face today. I have one student. She's seen me without makeup. I know, it's fine. She's like one of my little star students, so I'm not too worried about it. That's going. Laundry's going. I can finish up my lines real fast. Hopefully. I'm mainly concerned about my one big scene in this show because it's so long. It's so long, and I'm doing karate and all the things. So that's what I'm really concerned about. The little things, little other lines that I have that are like little interjections, I'll get. And I think that's more understandable, that I'm like, line, calling out for line during rehearsal today than the big scene. You know, like at least get my scene done. So what I do is I do like little index cards for shows like this where I have all these little like interjections. I did it for the last big show that I was in that was like that too. Hunchback last summer. So gonna try and finish up those index cards, and then I'm gonna see if hopefully I have enough time to send out my invoices because they're due in like 5 days. So I try and send them out at least 5 days before they're due. And of course my laundry just finished. Great. Okay, I somehow miraculously got everything done besides sending my invoices out. So I am going to probably do that during my student, which I'm on my way to. And I know it sounds really bad, but like I said, she is one of my star students. I'm not going to be able to do that much teaching today because I will admit when I am like this, I know everything's like inflamed and I can feel it. I've had like mucus sitting on my cords while I slept and stuff. So I'm going to probably run her through a lot of drills today and releasing some tension because the song that we're working on is like right on her passaggio and she keeps pulling too much head voice up or chest voice up, and those notes like repeat. It's like da 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 da. So those higher notes are like right on her like it's uncomfy stage. My skin is so bad because I'm sure it's just because of my immune system. So yeah, I'm going to try and send out at least some and get them all done. And if not, then I will try and do it when I get home. Yeah. So, here we go. Good morning, Piggy fam. It is Thursday. I woke up at like, I think like 4 a.m. this morning. Before Hugo, my body's like still getting used to the recovery of being sick, and getting my like sleep schedule back on track, because Monday I definitely like slept for a lot of the day, and that really kind of messed me up. So it's about 10:30 right now. I have a student at 12:30 and then I have a student at 4. So I am going to eat a little bit of something because I'm really starving. I did take a little bit of a nap, fell back asleep for a little bit, and like just trying to get re-regulated. So I'm gonna eat something, and then I'm gonna try and get some work done before my first student, and then yeah. Recovery wise, I am definitely better. Just still some like slight congestion. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but it is slowly getting better. I can pitch up a little bit more now, which is good. I wasn't able to do that the last few days. So everything is definitely still a little bit like congested in my head, but we're getting there. So yeah. So I'm going to sit down for a little bit before my first lesson and try and note flight some music for the next show I'm directing, which will be Little Shop of Horrors next year. I'm also music directing it, which will be cool. Oop. Not my McAfee. So yeah, basically what I do is I go in and I plug in all the parts that people are singing over here, and then we put it into a whole file where it can break it down and play each part for them. So yeah, basically go in and copy. Let's go. Okay. Just finished up my first lesson. I'm heating up some food for myself. We're gonna get some prep done. We're gonna get our dinner cooked. I don't know if I need to save that or not. Can you? Buddy, you cannot be on kitchen counter right now. Okay. Let's see what we're doing. Also, whatever I don't use of the chicken by Saturday, I need to make sure that I freeze. Or rotisserie chicken, sorry. Let me clear that up. Oh, you want to know what? I could do chili. I've been wanting to do chili. Okay, good. There's a way. So, we're going to do chili.
Got my ground beef. I feel like ground beef's the only thing meat-wise that I would get from Costco. I'm gonna need my phone. Okay, the things I'm learning. Can't do chili because pinto beans, at least the pinto beans that I have, I don't know if this is true for all of them. Don't quote me, I don't know. Well, have a crap ton of carbs in that. Okay. I also, guys, I know I look a hot mess. Leave me alone. I'm getting over the flu. If you guys want to comment and tell me that I'm ugly, that's fine. That's fine. Guess what? I'm married. It doesn't matter. We all know I'm a baddie on a usual day. Not when I'm getting over the flu. And I wouldn't even say a usual day because you guys know I don't. I do sometimes, but okay, so I'm having to rethink. I guess I already have the ground beef out. I think we need to get the butter lettuce again, like we used to do. Lettuce wrap stuff. So I'm thinking maybe what I'm gonna do is like do like a meat scramble situation. Maybe I'll make like meat. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to think of like lettuce wrapped lettuce thingy. Yeah, okay, let me think. Maybe now, if anyone's wondering why I do this, one, there are certain things like spinach that come in packages that don't close, or like our bags, and I'd just much rather get rid of the plastic and put it in here. Plus my spinach lasts a lot better when I do this, and take it out of its original packaging. Some of you are probably gonna think like, well, things get bad and then they go touch the other things. I find that because it's in a really sealed container like this, I actually just don't run the risk of most of it going bad as quickly. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up my mushroom, red onion, and bell pepper. I'm gonna mix that in with this. We're gonna go kind of like Mexican seasoning is what I'm thinking, keeping it kind of in line with chili. I also have a can of diced tomatoes that I think I'm gonna add into this. And then a little bit of cheese as like a binding agent. I have some Mexican cheese. And then do these in some little bits of like lettuce for dinner tonight. And do a side of the salad packaging that I did, that we got. So I really need to use this thing more often. I think it's gonna, now that we actually like do have to meal prep, I think it might actually get used more often. Guys, the Mandalorian bucket is so big, it's in my way. It's taking up a shit ton of counter space. That's why I told him that I almost didn't want it. So I was like, dude, we don't got room. Isn't that fun? Okay. I know I already chopped some up. Some of this is probably just gonna fall right through, but so that's like my only qualm with it is like I can't do big pieces at a time. I have to cut it up first, small enough, and then do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Push these. I don't know when I thought our vlog would turn into a cooking show, but because here we are now as our lifestyle has changed. This may be too much, but that's okay. There we go. On my veg. Let's get this cooked up. But can of diced tomatoes. Oh shoot, no. I'm gonna leave that because I think I'm still gonna prep chili this weekend for myself to have, and then so I'll just leave that there because I know I'm gonna need it for my chili. This should be fine, honestly. Okay, get that going. And since I'm doing Mexican flavors, I figured wooden spoon seemed right. Know about abuela cooking with her wooden spoon. So now that those are softening it up a little bit, I'm gonna throw my meat in. I'm still a tiny bit weak, guys. Makes me nervous for rehearsal because I hope I'm okay to do a whole little lift in one of our songs. Plop her in. Okay. Break that up now. Those meat breaker uppers. Have you guys seen those peoples the people that oh shoot, I'm losing everything. I need a bigger pan. With the people that oh my god, I'm losing everything. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Hugo, but I need the edge. This one's also like too round, and I just keep flinging everything out. I am making a mess. Meat is browned. In any other context, that would sound really wrong. Mexican cheese. We are gonna throw a little bit of this on there. Oh, actually, I should probably drain it first because it is juicy. So I'm gonna drain it a little bit and then throw some cheese in there and fold it in. I feel like I can never say just a little bit without the Cockney accent because of my birthday. You know what I mean? And I'm really just using that as a binding agent so that way when I like put this into the lettuce wraps, it's not like, you know. I haven't even eaten the food that I'm trying to eat right now. Okay, after finishing that up, I have a little bit over half an hour now to run through them. The crazy part is that maybe like 2/3 of this is just that one big seam that I have. Yay! God. Okay. Let's do this. Overture entrances. They sing Bobby, Mommy, 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 delayed. So they go Bobby, 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 Ba 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 Bobby, Bobby, ba 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 Bobby, Bobby, ba 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 Bobby, Bobby. Ba 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 Bobby, Bobby, ba 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 Bobby. This one is only for my entrances because you'll notice when I was counting, if you heard me patting, some of them might come in on the second one, and then knowing like I have some bars. Extra bars. Anyway, Robert, you're in your prime. 35. Harry, hush. In your prime. 35. Harry, hush. You don't tell a person's age at our age. Okay, this is in company. So I sing my angel, I've got something to tell you. Angel. Bobby. Bobby, fella, where have you? Oh, he says that. Oh, Bobby, sweetie, how have you been? Stop by on your way home, Bobby. I don't think I sing that stop. Oh, I do. Sweetie, how have you been? Stop by on your way home, Bobby. We've been thinking of you. Why don't we all go to the beach next weekend? Angel, time we got together is Wednesday, all right. Act 1, Scene 2. Electrolytes. Trying to keep myself hydrated. Okay. There's cinnamon in the coffee, Robert. That odd taste is cinnamon. Sugar and cream? Both. May I have lots of both? Of course you may. Robert asks, Harry, you having some? We don't drink, but you have as much as you want, you darling. Go ahead. Well, Harry, if you don't mind, can I have some bourbon? And Harry goes, right. Sweetheart, are you both on the wagon? Sarah, you're not on the wagon. Goodness, Robert, all the questions. Or do you just collect trivia like some old... This line gets me every time. Or do you just collect trivia like some old quiz show contestant? We spent half of our lives with you, and now you realize Harry's on the wagon? Harry goes, 1.5 years. No, love, just a year.
Hey, Figgy fam. I know in last week's vlog I showed me opening up some World Cup Panini stickers, and I finally got the album from Costco, and I wanted to show you guys. So let's open it up, and I'll open up a few packets as well. So yeah, let's go! World Cup! Alright, so here's the package. FIFA World Cup 2026 official sticker collection from Panini. Alright, so it includes a hardcover sticker album, 40 packets with 7 per packet. And you collect all 6 different parallels. So it could be a blue, red, fuchsia, purple, and black. Alright, open up the box, and there it is. Hardcover version of the album. It's the first time I ever get the hardcover. I've always done the soft cover. So I'm excited about this. This is really nice. I don't know why I haven't been doing this. I think the first time they released hardcover was in, I believe 2018, I believe, or 2014. One of those 2 years. And then, of course, you get your 40 packs. Nice. And then this is cool. It's a little stadium, so you can organize your stickers right here and keep them nice and organized for trades. But yeah, nice. Here's a look at some of the album. Oh yeah, I'm going to show you guys in a bit, but I did get all these Coca-Cola stickers, which are nice. There we go. All the teams. Mexico! Oh yeah, this is nice. Can't wait to start sticking these stickers on there. Whoops. But yeah, here's the album. I'm excited. World Cup starts in 2 weeks. Let's go.
different kind. Oh, there we go.
Where we ever to go?
Run away.
All right, Figgy fam, thank you so much for joining us on another week of weekly vlogs. We hope that you guys enjoyed yourself. And if you did, make sure that you hit that notification bell, that like button, and that subscribe button down below. We would greatly appreciate it. And we hope you guys have an amazing week. We'll see you in the next one.